Hello guys, today we're going to get into the second tutorial in the custom zombie mapping series for Call of Duty World at War. So today we're going to get into the spawning, so we're going to be working on our player spawns for when the players will spawn in your map, and we're going to be working on zombie spawns outside of the map. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our player spawns first. So I'm going to make my player spawn against this wall facing that way. Okay, so actually I'm going to make the room a little bit bigger. This is so confined. Uh, hmm, that looks about good. The room just looks way too confined. Just gotta extend these walls here. And the roof. Okay, so now we've extended our room, sorry. So right here we're gonna be making our player spawn. So I'm gonna move this to the middle, and I'm going to make it go right there. Okay, so there is our middle. So now what we're gonna be adding is script structs. Our players are not gonna be spawning in this player start. This is basically tells the game what to do. And in my last video, I said that this would hold the KVPs. Sorry about that, I was wrong. But yeah, so today we're going to get into KVPs as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add script struct. So to do that, we're going to right click and we're going to go to script struct. So that'll create a little red box smaller to that of the player spawn. I'm going to put it, I don't know, let's make it 5 units away. So 5 units away from each other. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring, or not E, sorry. That was stupid. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press N to bring up the entity window. Now, as you can see right here, we have key and value. This is where we're going to be entering our keys and value pairs, and when we're done, they will end up right up here. So for our key, we're going to put target name. Now, please be aware that I think this is case sensitive. So it's all in lowercase. And if you put anything other than this, it won't work. It has to be defined in the code. So if you put anything else other than the certain KVPs, the game won't work, and you'll get a syntax error. So for key, we're going to put target name, and for value, we're going to put initial spawn points. There we go. And with the underscores, as you can see, you cannot have any spaces in your keys or values. So underscores are used where needed. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and minimize it. Now that has been added with the keys and values, and now we're just going to go ahead and copy that by doing the same way we had before by pressing spacebar. So we're just going to space these out a little bit here, and I'm going to put 2 on each side since I'm going to make 4 player spawns. So there we go. So there's where our 4 players are going to spawn all along the wall. And now we are done with our player spawn. If we go ahead and compile our map, which we're not going to do right now, but you can spawn into the game right here and run around and do whatever. So now we're going to work on the zombie spawn. So I'm going to make the zombie spawn. I'm going to make them spawn right here. So the first thing we're going to need to do is extend our floor. So to do this, we are just going to switch back over here and extend it. I'll extend it to about there. That looks good. Okay, so there is our floor that the zombies will be walking on. Now we're also going to want to create another wall, as this will be, the players will be seeing out the window, and we don't want our zombies to fall out of the map. That wouldn't be very good, so we want to put those down. I'm just going to actually extend this wall, might as well. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our little spot out here, and this is where we're going to be putting the zombies. So let's say I'm going to put my barrier right here. We're going to get into barriers in the next video. This is just spawn points. This will be fairly short. But out here, we are going to add our models. So there's actually one thing I'm forgetting. I forgot to extend this wall right here. And extend it. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the player spawn. So, or the zombie spawn, sorry. So right here is where I'm going to make the zombie spawn. So I'm going to go right click. I'm going to go to actor, axis, zombie, juror, and burr underscore SS honor. Engineer and quad have not been added properly, I guess. They won't work. So you have to use burr underscore SS honor. Now I believe if you really, really wanted to, there are some custom textures out there. But we're just going to stick to the basics as of right now. So when we do this, we should see like this little model right here. It kind of looks like like a monster, like those little toys it used to play with that you'd use to like knock other things down. But that's what it spawns as, with its arms out like that, and it has a lot of polys if you zoom in, but we're not going to worry about that. So here is our guy. He kind of looks like he has a mustache if you haven't selected and you find out that it's just the thing. So he does look a little bit normal. He looks a little bit too normal. Doesn't look like a zombie at all. That is a zombie burst. Maybe it changes it in game. I'm not sure. It just looks too non-zombie-ish. I don't know. So what I'm going to do to rotate is I'm just going to use these. So it is on the or sorry, not the x-axis. What am I doing? Sorry, it is going to be on the y-axis. No, not the y-axis. The z-axis. God damn it. There we go. And our zombie is stuck through the floor. That's not going to be very helpful. So I'm going to put two of them. So I'm going to put two zombie spawners. And these just aren't zombie models. These are going to be zombie spawners. So I'm just going to switch my view here really quick. And we're going to put them a little bit above the floor here. I'm going to change my grid. That way I can make it like right above the floor. Quite literally. Okay, so there we go. That looks good. And change my grid back. So now we have our zombie on the floor, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy him and paste another one. Or actually, I'm going to put the KVPs in this one, that way I don't have to put them all in again. So once again, we're going to bring up the entity window, and we are going to put in even more keys and value pairs. So we can delete our old one that we used for the spawn, and we're going to be using different ones now. So the first one we're going to put in is script_noteworthy. And for the value for that key, we are going to put zombie_spawner. Okay. Now for the next one, we are going to, if we had it right now, it would only spawn one because it's one single model. It's not a spawner yet, even though we put it right there. What we're going to do now is we're going to make it do a count and 9999. So that means that zombie spawner alone will spawn at most 9,999, or sorry, like in total 9,999. Now, obviously, when you have so many spawners with that amount of zombies, your player is not going to make it past 9,999 kills just on that one spawner. So if you spawn that all up, say you had 15 spawners in your map, which you'll probably have more, so that's like 10,000, that's like 13, like that's a lot. I don't feel like doing math right now, I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up, but whatever. So we've added our count, and right after that, we're going to add script_force spawn, and we are going to set this value to 1. 1 basically means true, and 0 basically means false. That is the case with most scripting languages. It's like a syntax. So we're just going to hit enter. Now for our key, we are going to put target name, and we are going to put zombie_spawner_init. Now we only have one more to go, and that's spawn flags. Now to be honest with you, I'm not sure what these do. So target name basically tells it what it is. Force spawn means it's forced to spawn because the value is 1. The count, the noteworthy, telling it what it does, but I'm not sure what the spawn flags do. But anyways, we're going to set that to 3, and we're just going to hit enter. Now, if all of that has been done correctly, your model on here should be yellow. And if it is yellow, that's a good thing, like a golden yellow. Now that I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. That way I don't have to enter in the same values again. There we go. Oh, he spawned through the floor, of course. Okay, so there we go. So now we have 2 spawners right here. And yeah, so you're just going to do that in all your windows in the map. So you can do it on the other side or whatever. I'm probably going to add a little bit more spawn points in the room before I do the next video, which I'll probably be bringing you guys today because I'm really bored. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please leave a like below. Comment any questions or comments you have on the video and subscribe. And later on I'll be bringing you guys how to do the barriers and possibly weapons, like weapons on the wall, weapon chalks. And then, yeah, so until then, peace.